Next on the agenda, Tony Schiavone has recently said that he finds it silly, quote unquote, that Jim Cornette is not in the WWE Hall of Fame. Essentially, he's by far the greatest manager to not be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I wonder why he hasn't been earlier, because he's
a podcaster now, and he damn blasts the shit out of him.
More AEW, though, than WWE, but yeah, pretty much.
Well, I used the word toxic. Jim is toxic to a lot of people. And I wish I'd have had a camera when all the times I heard him go off. I would have just enough to do a movie. And he raises hell and carries on and throws stuff, but it's his words. Oh, he's a great talker. And when he gets mad, it's a classic. So, but I don't know. I think Jimmy needs to be in there. I would like to induct him in there, to tell you the truth. So, but
who would induct him? Actually, who would induct him?
I don't know who would induct him. Dangerously, Paul Heyman. That would be a good one.
Yeah, I don't think they're particularly friends, but that would be a good one.
No, I don't think they're friends either.
Maybe Vince Russo.
The boy, wouldn't that be? I would watch it just for that.
Oh, yeah.
If Vince was there to introduce Cornette, oh, my God. And what if we had a fight right off the bat on the Hall of Fame ceremonies, and here comes Jimmy out to get his his nomination or induction, and he puts out the hand to Vince, and Vince goes to hit him, he ducks, and they just have a big fight. Anything can happen there. And that's what the beauty of wrestling is, because anything can happen. Nobody would expect that. Nobody.
I think Jim would be great for Hall of Fame, because
he would.
I'm a bit underwhelmed with this year's nominees. Because there's Triple H.
Who are the two big guys?
There's Triple H, Lex Luger, who a lot of people say deserves to go in. I know you're not a big fan of him. Michelle McCool, and who's the Undertaker's wife, and the natural disasters, earthquake and typhoon, which had a run of 18 months. And then apparently the latest rumor is that Kamala might be inducted.
Kamala?
Kamala.
Well, I don't mind him being in there, but he was a good guy.
Ah, dear. I'm going to give you managers-wise. So, Arnold Skoland, Mr. Fuji, Lou Albano, Grand Wizard, Sonny, Freddie Blassie, Jimmy Hart, Paul Bearer, Sensational Sherry, Bobby Heenan, and last year Paul Heyman have all been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I figure it would be sooner rather than later for Jimmy. What managers? The only real standout ones that had any major run in the WWE, Miss Elizabeth and Jim Cornette. Oh, I'm sorry, and Zeb Colter.
See? How could you forget?
I was looking down. I didn't see you pointing at yourself.
We the people. Yeah, I think Jimmy would be a great addition to him. And Vince Russo introducing him. It's kind of a. But Jimmy, this is Jimmy's forte. You like that word? Because he's a historian of the wrestling business. And he knows stories, about people that I don't even know. But somehow he's got a tape library that takes up the whole room just for him. So, and he was following wrestling a long time before I followed it. And he would know, even when I was working with him, he would know what was going on in Dallas, and he would know what's going on in Florida and Georgia and, mid-Atlantic. He would know all this stuff. And I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know who he's talking about, but he's a historian, and I think he actually would be a great addition to the WWE Hall of Fame. And they just call that the manager's arm, or what? Or they just put them in there with everybody else?
they're in with everybody else. It's not like the celebrities or anything.
I think he'd be a great addition, so I would vote for him.
Yeah, I was trying to think of his qualifications, really, of which obviously he has a lot of qualifications. So he managed Zeb Colter. Well, he managed Dutch Mantell, actually.
He sure did.
Yeah. You were
who
second.
did he manage? Yes. Who was first?
Sensational Sherry. So there you go.
That's it.
So there you go. He managed 2 legendary future managers as his first 2 charges, and then later as Adrian Street. I can't remember. Did he manage the Nightmares at one point? Am I going crazy there?
No, I don't know if he managed the Nightmares. I don't think so.
I can't remember. Who else did he manage before the Midnight Express? Do you know?
I can't remember. I'm not that good of a historian.
No, me neither.
Jimmy would know. Jimmy would know.
Well, yeah, he was there.
Let's get him on this show.
He'll never do it.
Why?
Oh, for a litany of reasons, he would never do it.
Maybe I should ask him. By God.
Yeah. Buy him a webcam. You never know. I mean, from there, we've got the Midnight Express, then Smoky Mountain, of course, and, the Heavenly Bodies, the Midnight Express, and then he goes to the WWF. He manages the WWF champion at the time, Yokozuna, British Bulldog, Owen Hart, Vader. He had a storied career as a manager. Then, of course, OVW in 2000, he developed talent such as Randy Orton and John Cena and Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin and Dave Bautista, even though Dave Bautista will say he never learned anything in OVW. TNA, he was a booker for ages, or writer for a good few years. Ring of Honor, and then he does the podcast thing. So that's a part of history. So I think that more than qualifies him than Michelle McCool, for example.
He's well qualified.
Yeah.
He really is. So right. I would like to see what he could come up with. But he is, I think, his best addition is just figuring out straight up angles and how to get into them, how to build over here, or you're building over here and then bring it together. He's very, very good at that.